Have you ever bonked on a long run or just felt terrible during it? There's a good chance that fueling was your problem. And today I'm going to break down how I fuel for my long runs or my long rides. What I like to do is the day before I do a pretty heavy carb load, so some form of like spaghetti, maybe a lot of rice, something with more complex forms of carbohydrates. Carbs are the main fuel source that your body uses to break down and convert into energy while you're running or while you're doing aerobic systems. If you're doing more intense stuff or you're anaerobic and you're using oxygen, that's a whole different story. But in general, you don't really want to be doing aerobic exercise during long runs. So, what I like to do is, like I said, I'll eat pretty carb heavy meal the night before. Then, before my runs, if I'm doing a like midday run, let's say I will do some form of carbs and a bit of protein like an hour and a half before. It's like a good one if I am running, let's say at 10 a.m. around 8:30, I want to be eating like bread with eggs. That's a pretty solid carby meal. I'm about to begin my run. I like to do some form of really heavy sugars. So I will do like honey or nerd gummy clusters is my current go-to. Some type of really simple sugar. Sometimes I'll do like Skittles, gummy bears, any super simple sugar. I have tried a lot. So now I've been getting into long enough runs that my fueling has to happen while I'm running as well, which is something I really need to train better on because I did not do that well enough in previous marathons. So, like today I had my long run. I added my nerd gummy clusters and salt pills during because salt is what keeps your muscles from cramping essentially. There's other electrolytes, but sodium is the very significant one. So, speaking on my running, let's talk about how my running went this week. This week I ran just over 20 miles and had my long run at 8 miles. So this week went very well for running. Last week I had to skip a couple of runs and shorten them because my feet and legs were killing me. This week I did not have any issues. I did all my runs, correct mileage I was aiming for. Everything went really well. So then something interesting that happened this week during the biking was that my heart rate was significantly higher and my average watts was way lower. So I am almost wondering if it's because of the difference in bikes that I was using. Because right now for all my indoor biking, it is at different YMCAs. So I'm almost wondering if it's just a difference in bikes. Could be. Not exactly sure, but this week I averaged 106 watts with a heart rate of around 140, I want to say. Let me look. 143. So I don't really think that means a whole lot. But I still biked for 45 minutes. That's what my goal was, so I'm not super concerned. We'll see what it looks like if I go back to the same bike again, or if I go back to the bike I used the first week. Who knows what it'll look like. Then for my swimming has been looking a little bit better. My kick is still not great, but I've been putting in work for it. We're hopefully getting better. I did 900 total yards this week. Which one thing that's really weird is my watch does not count kickboard distance. So, like my swim on Friday, I did a lot of kickboard stuff because I feel like that is one of my biggest issues right now. And it just didn't count any of it. So, that's something interesting. So, that was this week of training. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.